Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. And today I've been doing a lot of pacing back and forth, and I've been trying to figure something else out on my own and make a decision, and not knowing if there's really an okay or a not okay. And you know what I finally decided is that no matter what, I'm going to say it. I'm going to do it. And I am going to share it with you. And what I'm talking about is ghosts, skeletons, hauntings, the past, the future, and where we are right now. And that has to do with a subject that probably you've heard about so much that I hope you care and that you aren't just neutral about it or put it in a little box and tuck it away. Because you know what? This ghost, this truth will come out again. And that is about people really mattering. Not just this little group and that little group and that little group. That we really honor each of those groups, so that finally, if we will listen and honor each group, we can somehow find a way to bring people more together. Gotta tell you, the back of my mind, there is a realistic part of me that does not believe that's going to happen. There's a basketball player named Chris Webber, and he gave one of the most profound talks about Black Lives Mattering and people needing to find a way. And what he said is, there will be this, there will be that, big things, big headlines, and lots of other spectacular things out. And then he said, and you know what? It will not change. However, he said something else that I absolutely am clinging to. And what he said is, we can't stop. We have got to keep moving forward, because if we stop, for sure, nothing will ever change. And we have got to keep stepping forward and not give up in our movement of really wanting this world to be different, even if we don't believe it's going to happen in our lifetime. Right about now, there's a little voice in my head that says, okay, Amina, they're going to think that you're being political and you're this or you're that. No. And that is my biggest point in having decided to just keep speaking out, along with the other tools that I have to help us all get through this COVID-19 era, period. And when I talk about there being ghosts and skeletons and secrets. What I'm talking about are all the things that we have pretended were true, brushed under the carpet, tucked away in a closet, while we're telling ourselves we don't notice color, we don't notice differences, we don't notice somebody not like us. You know what? We do. We do. And the research, the brain fMRI scans are showing that we absolutely, if we're watching a screen and somebody that's different than how we perceive ourselves comes on that screen, there's a blip in our brain. There is a blip of the difference. Now, some people believe that it has to do with our wiring of survival, and that if it doesn't look like our tribe on an unconscious level, there's a part of our mechanism that, red light, red zone, caution, caution. And somehow that is taken over, and we have started to believe as a people, as a group, as a population, as a nation, and sometimes as a world, that those people that are different are dangerous. They're a threat to our survival. And just what are we trying to survive? Is it our life? Is it our belief? Is it our culture? Is it the color of our skin? Is it our intelligence? Our country? Our world? Our way of life? What are we trying to survive that helps us believe that the other people are different and we can't have that? So I don't know what your beliefs are. I don't know what your philosophy is. And if you are somebody that says you don't notice the difference, check yourself. I think if you didn't notice the difference, you wouldn't notice that there was a difference for you to say that. And I'm not trying to back you into a corner or change you or anything. I'm just asking you to please be forward and check in with yourself privately. You don't ever have to tell me. You don't have to tell another living soul ever. If you don't want, you don't have to raise your hand. You don't have to hide in a closet. It's just, let's see where your starting point is, so that you and I and the rest of us can pay attention to what is going on deep inside of us that maybe we don't want to know about. Check. Because I believe, and I'm raising my hand because all of us have those ghosts, those skeletons, and those beliefs that we have used and filled in the gaps between who we believe we are, who we are, and who we want to be. Let's clean out that space. and let's fill it with listening, learning about those differences, practicing those differences being okay, because those differences, believe it or not, could help us be better people. So I am asking you, if you will, and you may have clicked off by now, I hope not, that you will listen deeply to learn and to lead in an entirely different way, and to do this at work, at home, and everywhere in between, so that we can be more real, more present, and more available to appreciate our own differences and not think we have to fight for them against somebody else's differences. I am hoping that that helped make a difference to you, and I will tell you that I really feel that each of us need to speak out, even if we're only speaking to ourselves, so that we can clean out some of the messiness that we're walking around on a daily basis. Thanks so much for being here, and please come back for more ways to have your life be better and easier and more available for the story you want and the legacy you want to live now, during the COVID era, and after the COVID era when we go on to a new era. All right, thanks for coming. Bye for now, and come back. I will be here and I'll be watching for you. All right, bye-bye.